What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. If you don't know who I am, I'm the author of Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in Real Estate, Businesses, and People from the Palm of Your Hand. And we are very, very lucky. We got a very special man coming through the building today. Listen, this guy's been all over the YouTube. His video went viral. It's got 360,000 views on how to be an independent courier. So please introduce yourself to the audience today.
What's up, everybody? I'm JTHustlez. Name of my YouTube channel is JTHustlez. Also on Instagram, JTHustlez. Real quick, I'm a full-time serial entrepreneur, so I do YouTube. I have a small courier service. I'm an online reseller, and I wrote a small book on Amazon to help people learn how to become an independent courier if that interests you. And as far as formal education goes, got a master's degree in public administration. Worked for Berkshire Hathaway for a little while, which is
wait, what? No, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's it. Like that was my last job before becoming a full-time entrepreneur.
Hey, look, everybody. You know how we roll the show at night. We come in, it's already 50 of y'all rolling in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you drop your city and state, because guess what I found out today? He's from North Carolina, y'all. I mean, the connections. Listen, when you throw the good out in the world, it comes back to you. So some people in the comment section said they got your book, Michael Mack. Somebody said you're one of your subs. Can you see the comments? Are you on your phone?
No. I'm on the laptop, but I just
okay. Oh yeah, you could always use your phone to see some of the comments, but it's okay. San Diego, Los Angeles, people are saying, "What's up, JT?"
What's up, everybody?
Somebody said, "Let's get this work." It's so funny. What else? Yeah, we got Philly in the building. All right, you guys, as you come in, drop a like. You know Skynet needs those likes. Drop your city and state, and make sure you have your questions ready. So
I'm gonna try to pull it up on my phone so I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to see the comments because then you can jump in there.
Yeah.
All right, getting higher. 65 of y'all. All right, keep hitting the like button. Mentor Shelly says she has your book, JT.
Appreciate it.
We got Houston in the building. Tanya Hill said, "You go, boy." Baton Rouge in the building. Houston in the building. Oakland in the building.
Shout out, man. Everybody that's here, man. I appreciate you.
Wayne Cross, GA, Durham in the building. All right, you guys, make sure as you come in, you're hitting the like button. There's 70 of y'all in here. So again, I'm gonna let them run it one more time because y'all heard all them jobs, man. I thought he was Jamaican for a minute. Hold on. Tell them one more again.
Yeah, everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm JTHustlez. Got a YouTube channel. I'm a full-time serial entrepreneur. I have a small independent courier service that I started 4 years ago. I'm a online reseller, eBay, Amazon, all of that good stuff. And a formal education, got a master's degree in public administration. My last job was for Berkshire Hathaway. If you don't know what that is, it's Warren Buffett's company. So I just believe in multiple streams of income. I'm most known for the independent courier service.
So yeah, hold your book up one more time for the audience.
Yeah, it's on Amazon right now.
To Drive to Freedom.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, listen. So out of all those activities, which one do you do the most currently?
Actually, I'm like a reseller. I do more reselling than anything. I was blessed to have a close cousin quit his job and want to get into the courier business with me. So instead of having to drive all day, we split it 50-50. And now I'm just working on becoming more of a digital entrepreneur, reselling and things of that nature.
Man, I like that. Yeah. So you have a van or you have a truck? What do you guys have that you guys share?
We have cargo vans and small box trucks. By small, I mean like 10-foot box trucks under 10,000 pounds. The reason why we choose those is because they're small enough that DOT, Department of Transportation, doesn't bother us if you stay that small.
Ah, nice to know. So what about reselling like pulls you in? Like, what do you like about reselling?
When I first heard about it, I thought it was too good to be true. And then I just tried it. And then honestly, to me, it's like it is as easy as it sounds. So I was a full-time, just independent courier making good money. But I had a situation where we lost the contract and we had to build back up. So at that point in time, I really wanted to have multiple streams of income. So I said, what else can I do besides just have a transportation business? And just looking on the internet, I saw a lot of people saying sell stuff online. So for like over a year now, I've been really into like selling stuff online, getting pretty good at it.
Okay, so is there any particular things you sell online, or can you even tell that part?
No, I don't mind. I specialize in like toys and shoes.
Because I was about to ask you, I'm like, there's a lot of shoes behind you. What's going on?
I mean, like these is the JTHustlez personal collection, but like literally you going into Ross and like grabbing certain shoes and flipping them, like getting a $35 pair of shoes, selling it for $90, stuff like that. So yeah, just really becoming a student of the game and researching. There's also different websites that sell like beater boxes and things of that nature. But I sell a lot of toys and a lot of shoes because that's what I know. I got a 1-year-old daughter, so
yeah. Toys R Us is out of here, so you Toys R Us online.
Yeah.
Could you hold your book up one more time? People are asking about your book. It's called The Drive to Freedom.
Yeah, The Drive to Freedom. Yeah, The Hustler's Guide to Becoming an Independent Courier. This is my first book. I'm gonna drop 2 more this year, but this is the one that's available on Amazon right now. Or you could just go to Amazon and type in JTHustlez. It'll come up.
And we'll make sure to have his links under the channel as always. I always try to put all the guest links underneath the channel while we're here. If any of the moderators could put his YouTube channel link in there, that'd be great. But I'm sorry I didn't post it in there a little earlier for the moderators. Somebody said he's couried medicine to elderly homes for a company. That's interesting.
Yeah, we haul everything except live animals. So the only thing I haven't delivered yet, but yeah, pharmaceuticals, mail, car parts. We did a little bit of everything over the course of the past 3 years, almost 4 years.
Man, that's good. So out of all that, like, what made you say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get on YouTube. I gotta share this.
Yep. Because when I first got into the business, my mentor is my uncle. I was living in the Baltimore area in Essex, Maryland, but the Baltimore area. Yeah, nobody know where Essex is. But I was living in the Baltimore area, talking with my mentor and uncle about the business, and like I kind of stumbled across it. He was telling me about different things you can do in the trucking industry. I went to YouTube looking for videos, and it was more so like people were saying, like really nothing. Like, okay, if you want to do this and do that, then go to my website and give me your email address. So I decided to step out on faith. And as I became successful doing it, I said, let me make the videos that I never saw on YouTube, that I wish was on YouTube. So I did some videos of just riding in the van, in the warehouse, going to certain stops. Also, I want to point out to anybody that may not know, what I mean by being an independent courier is like when you use your personal vehicle or you use small commercial equipment, but you don't need a CDL. And that's what I'm talking about. So you don't need a Class A CDLs to be an independent courier. That's why I said we stick to the small box trucks, cargo vans, things of that nature.
So no live animals, no goats. I can't call you for the goats.
Nah. I mean, we might can do it, but I'm just saying up until this point, we haven't moved any live animals. Yeah.
All right, you guys, there's 115 of y'all in here. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Some people said they've been to Essex. You got Newport News in here. Engineering Cannabis said the coolest dude and ambitious hustler.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the love, everybody, man. Appreciate everybody.
Retail arbitrage.
Yeah.
Fancy word.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So so somebody said, is it like Amazon Flex or DHL?
It's not really like Amazon Flex. It's more so like there's different ways to find companies, but basically you just contract with a company that most times they have the freight, but they don't have any drivers, and you go a little bit of everywhere. A lot of people that I know that tried out Amazon Flex, they didn't like it because they said that sometimes it wasn't that consistent, and also you could get fired for little or nothing. So I would say in some ways you could kind of say that because you're using your own vehicle, but an independent courier is more so. I recommend people to get dedicated routes So you know exactly where you're going every day, and you can kind of budget your lifestyle off of that amount of money.
Man, people got great comments for you here. They said, amazing guy. I love his channel. We appreciate your channel.
Appreciate the love.
By giving the info to the people looking to be independent drivers. You got all kind of thank you for your videos, JT, from Tony G.
Appreciate you, Tony.
Yeah, all kind of nice stuff going on up in here. I like y'all. I like it. I was gonna say I would come on the show and I would talk to them about buybizsell.com, and it was always selling bread routes, right? Like these bread truck routes and other routes, and people were like, I don't understand. What is that? And I was saying independent couriers would take some of those, right? Yeah. Or even there was a thing here at the Austin airport where they were needing passenger vans to take people to the hotels or a couple different places. Like they were already pre-selling the whole route, right? You just had to keep coming with the van, and the vans were like $80,000. It was crazy. But people were like, "Oh, Erica, like when can I get that deal?" I'm like, check your own hometown, check your own, airport near you. There's probably opportunities all over the place. But I'm glad you're doing this because people don't, people can get a chance to really see you on the road, right?
Yeah. Like a lot of my more recent videos, since I partnered with my cousin, is the same background you see now. But I'm thinking I might try to get out a little bit more in the future, a couple more times, just to show people hands-on and just about the business. But yeah, also what people may not be aware of is that in most places there's always a need for like elderly transportation. So if you want to look into doing that, if you don't mind, sometimes old people could be kind of hard to deal with, but in most places, there's always a need, whether you want to partner with like assisted living facilities and things of that nature, or just taking elderly people that stay in special communities to their doctor's appointments and back home.
You know what I saw? There was one that would take the elderly people on Fridays to like a food place. And it was just this guy had a passenger van, and it was only people who were mobile, not like it wasn't handicapped elderly people. It was just like the mobile walking could get to the van, get in the van, sit down, and then get out and go to K&W. So
yeah, that's dope. No, I
all kind of stuff.
Like, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I wanted the people to know, like if you are interested in this business, like the transportation industry, it has a long life ahead of it. So whenever you want to get in this business, it's probably a good time. You could jump in. I help a lot of different people, from people that maybe you can't afford a box truck. So we try to help you find something with your car, sedan. Ideally, I'd be trying to tell people you get the most bang for your buck if you can get a cargo van at least. But I try to help whoever I can. It's really just based off of your area too. Because just like the point you made when you direct people to look in their area, like I don't create the routes. I just try to help people find routes and just really teach them the business as best I can.
So you're basically creating your own schedule. You can take off if you want or not. Like is there a load
independent courier?
Yeah, as an independent courier.
Usually like once you get contracted to do a dedicated route, it differs from company to the company. A company might have a cover driver for you. If not, you got to figure out how to cover that route yourself. So technically you can take off. You got to have somebody to move that freight. Because what's commonly done is you might get a mail route or you might get a pharmaceutical route, and that freight still needs to get there. So if you have somebody that you trust to drive your van or whatever, and the company that you contract with is okay with it, yeah, you can take off whenever you want to. Same thing if you want to hire people to do it for you. It's fairly easy to do. These companies just gonna want to do a background check and general stuff like that. They just want to know who is carrying their freight, so it's somebody that they can trust.
Okay, so do you have plans on getting more vans, or you like it where it's at right now with the van?
Yeah, I mean, we actually had like an opportunity to possibly sell the company. So me and my cousin are looking into doing that. And then after that, we might start it back up again. Something else.
Sell it? Yeah, you might as well get you some more vans.
I really like it. Like I really like driving. I like riding. I like helping people get in the business. But it is a blessing that we got the opportunity that we have. So I think in some capacity, I'm probably going to always have my hand in the transportation business. I'm really interested in tow trucks. I watched a few of your previous videos, but like when Casino, I like what he does with trucks. It's a little bit bigger scale than what I do. So I really think, like, I don't know exactly what we're going to do in the future, but it's definitely going to be something in the transportation industry.
Oh yeah. I mean, see here, I tell people all the time, there's like a million ways to start a business. Choose one, right? And now you've chosen this, you guys been making money, and now you have a choice to pick something else, right? And it's really just getting that money up is that first part where people got to really earn some more money, make more money so that you can have a choice, right? And that's the best part. Someone said great info for a startup business.
Appreciate y'all.
I always bring on good guests. You know, I try to. And they said, do you have any advice on how to acquire contracts?
You know, okay. I thought it was gonna say an area, but like, yeah.
Wait. Tell whoever that. Let me double check it. Rainer Wells, put your city or state in so we can figure out a better area for us to kind of give you some info. Because from what I've seen here in Texas, like you pay more if you're just gonna drive around Texas. Right? If you have a semi truck and you're only gonna drive in Texas, you do local routes. They charge more for taxes, right? And these are big trucks. These are semi trucks. But what I see is a lot of courier vans. You're like going up and down the road, man, getting stuff done here in Austin, especially up in Dallas. So I know there's income out here.
Okay, yeah. I can try to generally answer the question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
They said they're in Houston, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I would say like commonly, like you can go to job boards and just type in independent courier. You can go to Craigslist. You can go to Google. I wouldn't recommend most people, like, unless you have an 18-wheeler and a trailer. Freight boards is really going to kind of be a waste of money because they don't have a lot of opportunities if you have like smaller pieces of equipment. But I'll say like your traditional job boards, if you just want to start with wherever you would go look for a job, Indeed, Monsters, things like that, type in independent courier or independent driver, Google, Craigslist. There's opportunities everywhere. It really just depends on what equipment you have, what you're willing to do. Also, another question that I get a lot that somebody may be about to ask is like, what kind of money would you realistically expect to make? I would say that the average independent courier, once you do find a contract, average around $40,000 in the beginning, give or take, depending on what the cost of living is in your area. Because again, when I started in Baltimore, we started off at $1,500 a week and went up. But then I came to North Carolina, people were starting at like $800 a week. So you got to consider that. But I would say on average, $40,000, which is good or bad depending on your situation if you want to work for yourself. But you can always scale up your business and have multiple drivers. Yeah, the money gets up there pretty fast once you're ready to do that.
I was going to say also too on the apps, like when I go on my app store on my Android phone, if you actually type in courier, it actually has several apps where like smaller companies just want you to take stuff backwards and forth, or there was one where you're picking up people's packages. I forgot the name of it, but it's not a rural map. It's just like for commercial offices. There's a lot of opportunity out here to find routes. If you're looking, you can find them. So
yeah. Can I give your subscribers like a business idea that somebody like
sure,
is really planning to do right now? Like this is something I don't know if I talked about it on my channel or not, but so I got family members that's up north, New York, New Jersey area, Baltimore, all of that, and they ran it past me, so I'm gonna just put it out there, man. It's always opportunities out here. But they were saying that a dry cleaning courier service where you basically will go pick up people's dirty laundry, which doesn't sound attractive, and you take it to the cleaners or you clean it yourself and bring it back. And they're saying that there's a huge need for that because I know somebody that owns a laundromat up north, and they're saying they're making a killing. So. And the reason why I share that with you is just to let people know that there's opportunities all over the transportation industry. So yeah, you can go find a route if you want to, like we just mentioned. But if you want to be creative and start doing your own thing and market yourself, you can make money a lot of ways if you're willing to hustle.
Oh yeah, like here at the apartment complex in Texas, they'll have a machine, and you put your dirty clothes in there, and somebody comes by on the daily and takes them out, gets them clean, and then drops them off at your apartment. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, so it already exists in Texas. So yeah,
you can go pick it'd be white vans come pick up the clothes, and you can do dry cleaning because they have some that are tall, little, and then some that are short that are just like dirty clothes. Oh, but yeah, that's gonna be bigger because people don't even like. People be in these small apartments. They don't want to go to laundromats. They don't want to. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity coming up.
Yeah,
So
and that doesn't exist in a lot of places. So yeah, anybody that's tuning in that's willing to do that, like I really think there's opportunities there.
somebody, Rainer Wells, was saying she wanted to get a contract with Hobby Airport for lost luggage. I would say look, Google as much as you can about the airport, because when I was in Dallas, Dallas airport is so big. I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of jobs that you can come up with from there. But you got to Google more on the airport's website, or again, Indeed.com, Craigslist, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And there's like 150 of y'all in here, so let's make sure we hitting the like button. Throw your questions in. Don't be afraid. I love when I get guests on. They can answer y'all great questions. We got Mississippi in here, Houston. Got a lot of good people up in here. Illinois. So somebody said Task Rabbit. Ben the bartender said, but can you do multiple contracts at the same time?
Absolutely. Like my courier service did, we had 5 contracts, as many as 5 contracts as one time. It's really up to you how well you can manage your time. Like one of the contracts we had was like quote unquote hot shot, meaning like as needed. It wasn't guaranteed a certain time every day you'll do this, but we had like a hot shot agreement where we went from Maryland to Delaware. So that was just one of our contracts, and all we hauled was implants. Like people wanted any kind of implants or operations, we did that. So yeah, you can do as many as you can schedule, like around your time. So if you can get a route that doesn't take all day, it finishes sometime in the morning, and you want to cover in the afternoon or do it overnight, yeah, it's really up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got Florida in the house, Chicago, Dallas, Texas, South Carolina, San Antonio, Detroit, Florida tri-state. Somebody asked how much to get started.
I would say again, I personally recommend you to get a cargo van, but I know that there's people that started this business and were successful with your car. So if you want to go like bare bones, whatever it will cost you in gas for 2 weeks, and whatever your insurance is. If you want to go bare bones, what's the least I can pay to start this business? You might not make as much money, because when you start talking about using your personal vehicle, whether it's a SUV, a car, and however you modify it, it won't really matter. There's less square footage inside the vehicle. And also what a lot of these companies realize is that your suspension on your personal vehicle is not designed like a commercial vehicle. So just because you take the seats out and got a lot of space, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can haul more freight if it's super heavy freight. So bare bones, I would say whatever it costs you in fuel for a couple of weeks until the checks start rolling in, and insurance.
Yeah, I mean, cargo vans, I'm not going to act like cargo vans are pennies on a dollar, right?
Yeah.
Ben the bartender's like, you can't put a couch in a 2-door. He
Yeah,
just said,
absolutely.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, for me, I see all the time by these warehouse districts where they'll have vans with the price for sale on it on the window. So I mean, there's places you can find things for sale if you're really wanting to commit. And for me, I see all these people in Texas with trucks that they don't use, right? They just want to be a pretty boy in a truck kind of thing. And it's like, you got a truck, use it. Sorry, it's meant to be used. So
if you want to get a cargo van around North Carolina, I would say probably like $5,500 will probably get you the van and the operating capital until the money starts coming in North Carolina. But that would vary depending on where you stay.
Yeah, I don't even know the prices for Virginia cars, but I know here in Texas, trust me. Exactly. Somebody told you, said people rent from Enterprise and U-Haul. I actually saw this guy renting from the Home Depot, and I knew he was going to go deliver something. Like he had on like the kind of shirt, like I'm about to go take some stuff somewhere, right? So you can get creative, is what I would say.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me about renting too, and I'm like, if the numbers make sense, then do it. But I know lots of times when people ask me and we talk about their numbers, the numbers don't make sense, because like it's one thing if you're going to rent it for one day and then take it back, but if you're going to rent it indefinitely, the rental payment plus the fuel and everything, like your numbers might not make sense for if you want to do it long term that way at least.
So listen, I love you guys, but make sure you ask questions that haven't been already been asked. Right? We already know how to start. You get the van in, you keep going. You can do this any state, anywhere. So let's
Absolutely.
just let's like ask deeper questions, right?
Yeah.
So Ben the bartender said commercial vehicles are always for sale locally. Uh, Miss Tammy said, do they tell you the pay rate or is it negotiable?
Well, it varies. Most companies will tell you the pay rate up front. What I have done in the past is usually whatever pay that they say that they're willing to give, if I really want that route, I would take it and then we negotiate maybe down the road. But I mean, the reason why I choose to do that, you don't have to do that, is because if you negotiate out the gate, let's say that is 10 other people that want that route. Maybe they'll say, okay, we'll be in touch. And then the person after you says, I'll take $500 a week. So it's like, once you get in, you do good work. And then you can say, hey, I'm everywhere on time. Everything's going good. I really like this route, but honestly, man, it's costing me X amount of dollars in fuel and tolls and whatever. And then like it could possibly work for you. That's not always the case though. So I would say do what's comfortable to you. But the answer to a question is like yes and no. Like some companies are like, we know we can get somebody to haul this for $800 a week. So if you try to negotiate, they'll say no. Some they have some wiggle room.
So yeah, I mean that's to be expected, right? Like
Yeah.
they know people are hungry for work, and you got a lot of new people, and sometimes people don't do the math, right?
Yeah.
So Diane Hill, thank you for the $5 super chat. Rainer Wells, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you both, Erica. You on top fire this year. I appreciate it. Diane Hill said she's Franklin, Tennessee, en route to California. ATL, then Tennessee. Man, you is trucking.
Yeah. She a truck driver. She an expediter. Was she?
I think she's a truck driver.
That's dope.
Um,
Safe out there, man. Appreciate you tuning in.
what's his YouTube channel? Amanda P, please, Ben the bartender, any moderators, can you put his YouTube channel in? I know
Yeah.
y'all been sharing it, but people are coming in. It's 170 people now. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Huh?
Oh yeah, I was just asking.
Yeah. What's it? You can purchase a cargo van in from NC Surplus for $3,000. Wow. During the holidays, Amazon drivers were using U-Hauls. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What else? Oh man, thank you, Orzo, for the $1 super chat. Are the drivers 1099? Is that what you got?
Absolutely. You 1099. You're gonna get paid every week. Well, the way that I recommend you start, which is subbing underneath somebody. A lot of people they want to go direct, and you can if you have the resources, but I recommend that you sub underneath somebody because there's really no long-term commitment. You could try it out. If this is something you want to do, you can always get a direct contract, but if you sub for somebody, 6 months later, you say you don't like driving this much, you could walk away from it.
Okay, I get that. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
I got a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you attribute to your success? Like
Like,
what made you get here? Like what made you think of this?
yeah, man, people are probably not gonna like this answer, but 100%, man, I gotta say God. Like, I really don't feel like I'm like any smarter than anybody else. But it was just like the amount of people that were in my life. Like I was lucky enough to have an uncle in the transportation industry that could tell me what he told me, and then have a lot of entrepreneurs in my family and around me. And then once I got out, the opportunities that were available in Maryland 4 years ago when this 24-year-old dude wanted to start his business. So I mean, I would have to say God and just boldness, I guess, if you're not a spiritual person and you don't like that answer, like just
you can just say you stepped out on faith. They can take it or leave it. Like there's this moment where I'm not gonna go on a rant. I promise I won't rant. But we let every other religion in the whole world say whatever they want. But Christians say something, people are like, oh my God. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna let you speak freely.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest mistake and what did you learn from it?
My biggest mistake was and I've had success doing this too, but like hiring friends, but hiring the wrong friends, I would say, because like now I'm partnered with my cousin. we have a great relationship. We making money together. But in the beginning, I was young. These opportunities came. I needed drivers, and I was just pretty much hiring homeboys in the beginning.
Oh, not Dusty Jerome's, man. Come on. Go ahead.
So, and then like now, instead of them treating me like their employer, they treated me like their homeboy. So it caused a lot of problems. And but me being a new business person, that's just something that I had to take on the chin and learn. So now I kind of understand, like, okay, if you my friend, you got to understand that once you get in the cargo van, like, you know, we work together. So we not playing around, we not telling jokes. Let's just do the job. Like, you know, it don't got to be dead serious, but like business is business. So
See,
my business, go ahead.
Man, I was gonna say, you gotta put them ground rules out early,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot
Yeah.
of drama happened from hiring friends and not knowing, you know, how to be a good employer.
You had to fire them on the job, or you just later?
Nah, not on the job. Nah, I couldn't.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah, I had to let them go, but yeah, I didn't fire them on the job.
Yeah, so you know this is something I keep trying to tell people on the channel. I'm like, everybody always want to partner with their friends and family and bring in all this stuff. And sometimes you have to just step out and go out with strangers. You have to step out and hire strangers, go on Indeed.com, put an application together, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Diane Hill said, get that money, personal and business must be separated. Okay, hold on.
All right.
Y'all make me lose my train of thought. Sorry. Oh, what advice would you have for a woman starting in the field?
Oh yeah, I definitely will recommend a woman to like have a mentality that you're going to have an independent courier service long term. And to kind of make it make sense, like if you're a guy, I know guys that are strictly independent couriers making $60,000 a year, perfectly happy. They pay their Social Security. They're gonna do it till they 65 and retire. But if you're gonna be the butt in the seat, as I call it, and you're hauling freight, it does wear on your body. And you know, and not trying to be stereotypical or anything like that, but just the facts of it is that doing it over a course of time, it could wear out your body. So, you know, generally speaking, women, you know, they just don't have the same body types as men. So I would tell a woman, you can absolutely make money in this business. I would advise them, if I could, to say, stay in the seat as long as you feel comfortable, but have the mentality of how can I hire people and put them underneath me. And you know, and it might be hard being because this is a predominantly male business when you talk about trucking and the transportation business. But I know several women that are making great money and being super successful. But I'll just tell women, man, don't take any junk and just be thinking long term.
Man, let me tell y'all, this experience of me buying a semi truck, he ain't lying, yo. I'll be like, hey, where's this at? They be like, I don't know. Another man come by, ask a question. Oh, over here. I'm like, don't you play with me like that. Don't throw me off. So today I had my cowboy boots on and I was gonna look at semi trucks, and he would open the door and he would look like he was getting ready to give me his hand. I'm like, I can get myself up there, right? Like I had to do it because it was like, here come this poor lady. She can't even get in the semi truck to look at the truck she about to buy. So I would say, you know, if you're a lady getting any kind of trucking industry, realize this is a bulk of the people are going to be male. But I will say, ever since I've had a lot of trucking guys on the channel, men have emailed me like, I'll work for you, Erica. What you got? You got a truck? I'll work for you. Let's go. So I think you did good advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's another one. Oh gosh.
Okay.
What's one thing you wish you would have known at the beginning of this that you know now? That
it didn't take $15,000 to start. Like I worked a 9 to 5 from I got out of the military at 22.
What, you in the military?
Yeah, I was in the Marines.
You didn't even share that part of the story earlier.
Yeah, it
Come
was so
on, man.
but yeah, I joined the Marine Corps right out of high school. You know, so around 17, 18 till I was 22. And then got out of the military and then worked like for Berkshire Hathaway for a couple of years in there before I started. But my whole train of thought was like how a lot of people think I need to save X amount of dollars before I start this business. And that is wise to have a cushion saved up before you just try to start a business with no money. But my whole thing was I saved 15 grand. Then I spent the whole 15 grand on trying to get a cargo van and a box truck. And then I'm pulling up the stops, seeing people pull up in cars, delivering some of the same freight in the beginning with some of the contracts that I had. So I would say educate yourself. That was the more so than not spending 15 grand. The biggest lesson is if you just educate yourself before you just start kicking out money on stuff, and just ask yourself, you know, if you gotta spend X amount of dollars to make it happen, let's spend X amount of dollars. But if we can do it for 7 instead of 15, let's do that. And, you know, and scale up our business that way. Let's just work smarter, not harder.
So did you feel like you had to stay at work longer to get that amount up, or was it time it took?
Oh yeah, my first year we worked 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour days. It was me. It was like 3-4 guys. Yeah, we worked 7 days a week. Everybody had a day. Yeah, those trucks constantly were on the road. Well, it was a truck then, a truck, a cargo van.
Okay, so somebody did ask. Sorry, I'm not ignoring y'all comments, but I want to get my questions to the people. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Somebody asked how many trucks and how many vans.
In the beginning, one and one. I bought 1 cargo van and 1 truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, so what's one thing you're preparing for this year? I know you said you might sell it, but what other things are you preparing for this year?
I think like you talking about specific to the transportation industry.
You know, your life, your business, transportation. Feel free. You on the show?
Yeah, I think like from a transportation perspective, like I'm really happy with how my courier service is going. I really just like I actually over the past year or so doing YouTube, I really enjoy helping people. So like on my Instagram today, I posted somebody started their courier service after watching my YouTube videos. So I think in 2019, I was talking to my brother about it. We really trying to help as close to 1,000 people that are really interested in starting a courier service, start their courier service in 2019. So whatever we could do, whether it be a course or private consulting, whatever works best to get people the information. We just trying to help as many people as possible because even though it's simple, it changed my life. Like literally a white van and a box truck changed my entire life. So now I'm free to pretty much do whatever it is I want. So anybody that's super serious that wants to get into this business, I want to just double down on them and say, you know, we're making money as a courier service, me, my cousin, and the people that we work with. And I'm blessed to have this time to make YouTube videos and other content. So as far as a courier service goes, we're trying to help as many people as possible start this business that are interested. Outside of the courier service, I've been preaching multiple streams of income on my YouTube channel for a while. I make a lot of reselling videos. So I really want to grow as a digital entrepreneur. I think it's very attractive to have the ability to make money anywhere, which is what being a digital entrepreneur provides you, whether you want to resell items online, do YouTube videos, do a podcast, things of that nature. So professionally speaking, that's what I want to do. I want to help people start courier services, and I want to grow as a digital entrepreneur.
Yeah, I mean, if you get 15 more shoes behind you, we're gonna make you move to an office or a warehouse. Straight up. Somebody said, "What were you hauling in the box truck?" Like
car parts. Car parts.
Okay.
Yeah, we was taking to like Buick, GMC, Dodge dealerships. We had the contract back then. Now I'm not even sure who has it now. After we left, we had everything, every major car dealership, like Chevy dealerships, Buick, GMC, Dodge dealerships that were in Maryland, DC, West Virginia, and Northern Virginia. We had the contract that we delivered car parts to all of those dealerships.
Man, you probably haven't seen the channel that much, but a couple years ago, I did a video about 2 brothers. And you know, when everybody was freaking out about the first recession and the car industry was closing down some of these places, these 2 brothers got a warehouse in Cary, North Carolina, and one got a bunch of Ford parts, the other one got a bunch of Dodge parts. And then they would be like a small warehouse, and they were moving stuff in and out all the time. Like they needed vans and carrier services because some of the bigger places in Michigan closed and it left an open space, you know? So there's always opportunity somewhere. And now those brothers are like multimillionaires. They're like 24 years old and 27. But yeah, there's opportunity everywhere. Okay, so somebody said, "Hey, Battle, thanks for your service." So I think
appreciate you.
My friend's he's a, you know, you're never a former Marine. He's a Marine, but he was like a singing Marine, and so
still respect. Yeah.
So see, when people see him, they be like, "What'd you do?" And he's like, "I sang."
Yeah.
Oh, Diane says she drives semi trucks now on a dedicated route from Tennessee to New Jersey. 5 years now, pulling for FedEx.
Dope.
I saw a automatic truck today, y'all. A 2016 automatic truck, and I said, "What in the world?" Like I was looking for the little sticker, but it's like it was up on the side, like you would drive a car. And they were like, "Yeah, it used to be a FedEx truck. It used to be attached, you know, used to haul for FedEx." It was just super interesting because I just think of sticks, you know, 10 speed or 13 speed, but then you saw an automatic. So same thing. Like I feel like people will be less intimidated, and cargo vans probably make people less intimidated too.
Yeah.
What's another one? Someone said, "I'm a truck driver trying to downsize in the greater Seattle area. What's the directory for the route list?" Oh, yeah, that sounds like a console. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm saying as of right now, I think like there isn't like a one-stop shop that has all the, like a directory per se for everything that's a cargo van or smaller pieces of equipment. But yeah, man, I think it should be invented. Like, I mean, I could definitely look into it, but as of right now, honestly, there isn't like a one-stop shop where you can go. Also, like since he said he was a truck driver, and he may already know this, but I try to give full disclosure to everybody so they know what they about to get their time and money invested in. You're going to take a pay cut. Like if you are an over the road semi truck driver and you're going to downgrade into a cargo van and run around your city, it's going to be a pay cut. Exactly how much, I don't know, but just be mentally prepared for that.
Okay, got you. How much was the insurance?
In the beginning, I was paying $600 a month for that truck and cargo van. So together on one policy, I was paying $600 a month.
So $300 a car. Listen, some of y'all got bad insurance now. Y'all paying $200 for your regular car because your kid keep hitting stuff. So I mean, $300.
Yeah, and that was a commercial policy. Yeah, that was a commercial policy. And some companies don't even really say you gotta have commercial insurance. As you grow in the business and want to do more, of course, you got to invest in that. But I know a lot of people, they want to get into it and maybe don't have the money. So, every company might not say you need a commercial policy. But yeah, okay. For me, $600 a month in the beginning.
Hey, look, that was right there. That answer alone, you guys ought to be like, listen, there's about 180 of y'all in here. Y'all hit the like button. Is there anything I missed? I mean, you've reselling, you used to work for Warren Buffett. Nah, you used to be in the Marines. You got all kind of like history up in there. Like, go ahead and write that second book, okay? Because you got some. I didn't even hear. I'm like, Marines.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, I think I did mention I'm writing 2 books this year. If you don't mind, I just, for whoever it could help on your platform, the book that I'm writing now is a lot of people that come over to me. They want to be independent couriers, have their own independent courier service, but they have felonies, whatever the case may be. So I tried to help those that I can. But if you have like a recent felony, and a lot of these companies that give out contracts, anything less than 10 years, they classify as recent. Not every company, but a lot of them say if it's less than 10 years old, it's recent. So having so many people that have history, that has a felony background rather, and want to be entrepreneurs, that is what this second book is for. Is if you're a convicted felon and you want to be an entrepreneur outside of the scope of being an independent courier, if you don't mind selling stuff online or just doing something different, if you just really want to work for yourself, that book is going to help you out.
Okay, so I'm gonna give about 3 more questions and then we're gonna wrap it up so he can. Ooh. I know his daughter probably like, "What's up? What you doing, Daddy?" He said, I see you got little rep. Stop it. Y'all wilding. Would you use a temp agency to hire people for your business?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. What's your average week salary? I think you said earlier, right? Like 800 or something, or?
Yeah, in the beginning, well, depending on your area, in the beginning in North Carolina, it was around 800. When I first started in Baltimore, we started around 1500.
So yeah, the
it
city,
varies depending on where you are.
Cities matters. Someone said, I see a lot of cargo, and this is what I will say. I'm not knocking you, but that's a scarcity mentality. Like, oh, other people are doing it. That's like saying, well, other people are on YouTube, so I shouldn't even make a channel. There's always going to be people doing it. This whole thought of something being saturated kind of cracks me up, because like they cannot even get enough truck drivers. You know, they're not going to be able to get enough cargo drivers, right? There just is going to be opportunities in the marketplace for you. So
yeah, absolutely. That's why I said, like, man, if we can help as close to 1,000 people get in the industry, that would be, you know, super dope. And I mean, and we're not worried about losing money by making that happen.
Okay, so that's it. I mean, what's one? Oh man, I thought I got it. No. Oh, I was gonna ask you, how old is your daughter? That's what I was gonna ask. One. Okay. All right. So y'all see he's a reseller for toys because he knows the toys. He knows what she likes. So definitely, whenever you put out your second book, feel free to come on. Let us know about it.
Okay, absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of people with felonies or you know, they have misdemeanors and they're like, I just can't find a job. And there's opportunities everywhere. Like, I'm a big believer in, like, the glass is full, right? Plenty of stuff out here. So tell everybody where they can find you and your social media handles.
Yeah, on Instagram, you can follow me at JTHustlez, JTHustlez. Same thing on Instagram. Same thing on YouTube, JTHustlez, JTHustlez.
People are saying you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you guys go check out his channel. Go over there, go check out his videos, comment underneath them. This guy's gonna be burning it up. He's already got 25,000 subscribers. I'm pretty much sure we're gonna see him at 70,000 before the year's over, maybe. So
yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Look, I'm gonna hit you up more on Instagram and message you. But yeah, let us know when that book comes out so we can talk about it.
All right, for sure. Appreciate your time.
All right, be good, everybody. Hey, if you don't know who this is Erica Williams from the Classy Climb blog, author of Smartphone Millionaire book. Definitely go check it out on Amazon. If you didn't check out our guest book, it's also on Amazon and it's on his YouTube page. Yeah. Hold it up for us.
Yeah, The Drive to Freedom, the Hustler's Guide to Becoming an Independent Courier.
All right, man. Listen, you guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Kiera from Charm City Buyers. And on Friday, her husband comes in from other half of Charm City Buyers, Khalil, talking about Opportunity Zone. So look, you guys, this is Erica, Classy Climb blog. Have an awesome night. Thank you, JT.
All right, peace.